but the same man can get lost in the sauce. And a little added to that today. Shout out to my boy Ryan Rich, down 15 pounds in the first week. He said for 3 years, Monday never came. And last week, Monday finally came. So if you don't start, for everybody that says they're going to get started on Monday, sometimes Monday never comes. My name's Carlos Puckerin.
I'm Chris Brookbanks. Welcome to the Scared of Success series. Today we're going to talk about the reasons you don't have benefits.
Yeah, you probably don't have benefits. You probably don't even have benefits.
The benefits that we're talking about today aren't the ones that were taken away from you if you work at Tim Hortons.
Yes.
We're talking about health benefits.
The benefits that you can create yourself. It doesn't matter. You're the one that is in ultimate control of the benefits that we're going to talk about today.
So before we get started, right now we got that $9.99 special for January.
Yes.
Make sure you come on in before the end of the month. It expires February 1st. So $10, no key tag, no enrollment. Come try out the gym.
Guys, take advantage of that. I mean, the gym is getting really, really busy. People are really starting to see, the benefits, of getting into get yourself into a healthy, active lifestyle. But the majority of the people that are doing really, really well right now, they took advantage of their free fitness consultation and their free personal training session. And they're really understanding why beginners, and Success Saturday tomorrow has to be why you need a personal trainer. But they're really starting to see the benefits of having somebody help you, especially when you're kicking through the door in that beginning stage. We also got the 28-day challenge coming up. So that is February 3rd. Closing date for enrollment is January 26th. We got crazy enrollments already for that one. So and we got some people that are in the 28-day challenge now. They're like signing up for another one.
And we got people seeing some sick results. We got 8, 10, 15. 5 pounds down, measurements, inches down. Pictures are looking fantastic. We got people in here every single day posting pictures, getting those points to try to win that $100. We haven't talked about that actually in a while. Remember that there's actually a prize.
Yeah, there's a prize
for the winner of the challenge. You get $100 cash
and
a free 3-month membership.
And a supplement of your choice. Or an apparel item of your choice. So I mean, and the thing that's about it is you're already winning. Just by participating, losing the pounds, getting healthier, learning what it is that you actually need to be eating, creating better habits. All of those things are wins as it is. So,
so make sure you give it a try, guys. It's only $125. It's super cheap. If you're new to the gym, you need it. You need a program like this because you're going to get a full meal plan. You're going to learn how to exercise properly. We'll go over form, kick your ass a little bit.
And just get the general understanding of why you actually need to start this way with a gym membership, so that you don't get cold and then not go through with it. I feel like a gym membership and a personal trainer is like a relationship that you might not go through with the marriage if you start getting cold feet. Just like you come into the gym for the first time, you might not go through with the transformation if you're uncomfortable, you don't know what to do, you don't make it to the date. Right? And so
you know what? Unfortunately, in our day and age, there's a lack of commitment in people.
And everything.
50% divorce rates. It's the same with the gym. Most people who join up don't continue. And that's probably because, and it goes for the same in a relationship or a marriage. You got to get the proper guidance
in the beginning
and mentorship in the beginning so that you don't fail.
Me and my fiance went to premarital classes. Like we went to classes that tell you, this is what you look for. This is what you have to do. These are the guidelines. These are the sacrifices that you have to make. This is what it's going to take.
You got to do that.
You might not even make it through that class. You might break up in that class because you might realize, wow, I'm not ready to do all this stuff. Just like the gym, and just like you said the other day. Don't watch a video and be like, I shedded all this weight, I did it, and they show you the timeline of 3 years and 12 seconds or 12 minutes, and you're like, I'm doing it too. Then you go sign up for a gym membership that you never use. So when you're really ready to make changes, take advantage of things like the $9.99 special, take a small step into it, get yourself the proper guidance to get you through that first, second, third, and fourth step into building those better habits. So
Brenda James, I'll give you a phone call after. She just said she'd like to join the challenge in February, so that's amazing.
Okay, awesome. We'll give you a call afterwards.
The show, or give us a call.
Shoot us a message. Shoot us a message on the page with the phone number, and then we'll give you a call right afterwards.
And then, guys, remember, give us a call right now, 519-300-4031.
Yep.
Tell us what some of the benefits are that you're receiving so far since you've started your journey. Maybe it's been a month, maybe it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Tell us what the best things that you've gotten out of working out.
You know, one of the best things that I've gotten personally is actually like a better mindset.
Yeah.
So like, and just recently this year, because this is what happens in fitness. You come in, you're a little cold, you start to gain your feeding a little bit, you start to feel a little bit better, and then you get obsessed. You know, if you hit that one gear, you get in a full-blown obsession. You don't eat walnuts after 6. You only drink this type of filtered water, right? And then that kind of gets the pendulum swings a little too far the one way. And I think one of the benefits I received in end of 2016, the majority of 2017, and really coming into the beginning of 2018 is a really good balance.
Yeah.
I feel really balanced right now. I don't feel the pressure that I used to feel when I was really crazy overweight and really self-conscious and really underconfident. I really now feel a true balance to where, like, even in prep going, wow, you know, I gained 20 pounds and boom, lost 10 in like a week. Yeah. Just by making those adjustments and really understanding the human body and different human anatomies.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, it is.
That balance and that groundedness.
Yeah.
When you're grounded enough to just take everything that the universe or God or whoever is throwing at you and reflect it back and switch it over to something positive.
And get a better understanding of yourself and other people. Yeah, like I don't even, throughout the course of my healthy lifestyle, it actually allowed me to learn the concept of self-love and how important it is to love yourself. And then I combat the haters now. Like nothing that anybody can say ever really bothers me. I don't ever really get too mad or too thrown off by any, I guess, situations that in the past would have been like detrimental to my day. I kind of just, anything anybody has to say that's negative, I'm just like, well, that's affecting that person more than it's really ever going to affect me.
It is.
Yeah. So.
And you know what, a lot of the time, especially with people who like to hate, they'll post things or whatever that we don't even see. Yeah,
exactly. Literally don't even see. But thank you for the publicity. So
guys, give us a phone call too, 519-300-4031. You'll get entered in the draw to win 36 free personal training sessions.
I like what Becky just said. She said, I gained confidence. So one of the things that, Jerry, we can't wait to see you in here. Thank you. And Becky, to comment on what Becky said, she said, I gained confidence. Personal training changed everything for me physically and mentally, helped me believe in myself and my ability. So that's, one of the mental benefits of having a personal trainer, because you have somebody there to literally support you and guide you. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that she said before that was I gained confidence. And I wrote a status the other day, I said I lost weight and gained confidence. I used to really care so much about what other people thought about me. Didn't even pour enough foundation to understand that it mattered what I thought about me. So spending my time worrying about what other people thought about me had me wasting my time not figuring out what I thought about me. And so I didn't even really know myself for a long time. And so I couldn't really, give you a deep dive into why my habits were what they were, because I had just built them consciously over time. Yeah, you know what I mean? So
you learn a ton about yourself in the gym. And when you're pushing yourself so hard, especially to lose 100 pounds like you did, you learn a whole kinds of new things about yourself, down from habits to what your real personality is like, because things change as well.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't even know, and me and Theo talked about this when I first started my boxing training. He had me do a lot of shadow boxing. He's like, you got to figure out who you are before you can beat your opponent. You have to know what your weaknesses are, your strengths, what's your body language. When you throw your right punch, what do you telegraph with your left? When you throw your left punch, what do you telegraph with your right? What is your attitude project to people? Perception actually ultimately ends up being reality. So when people see you, what is that energy that you're giving off? What do people really, really think about you? Do they know you for who you are? Are you truly being who you are, or are you just a persona? You know what I mean? And so that's deep, and that's a totally different show. Yeah. But so what are the benefits? Why don't you have benefits? Exercise and healthy eating have a lot to offer you. And so we're just going to go through a few things. I pulled this information from the Mayo Clinic. So I like to pull a lot of credible information, doctors, Harvard studies, Yale studies, so that way the haters can be like, well, how do you even know? Well, I researched it. You can do the exact same thing at home, by the way. So exercise, what I like what it says, you want to feel better, have more energy, and even add years to your life, just exercise. The health benefits of regular exercise and physical activity are hard to ignore. Everyone benefits from exercise, regardless of age, sex, or physical ability. Need more convincing to get moving? Well, we have some reasons for you guys to get moving other than the $9.99 gym membership, where you can just walk in and start getting around people that will give you really a naturally better energy for you. So exercise can help prevent excess weight gain or help you maintain weight loss. When you engage in physical activity to burn calories, the more intense the activity, the more calories you burn. Still be careful as a beginner to do things in excess, because we don't want you to hurt yourself or hate the feeling of being mentally and physically drained simultaneously, and then
because that'll stop you from coming back.
Just want to quit, exactly.
Yeah.
Regular trips to the gym are great, but don't worry if you can't find a large chunk of time to exercise every day. You can still reap the benefits of exercise by just getting moving throughout your day. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. To rev up your household chores, consistency is key. I like to say park further away from the grocery store when you go into grocery shop.
Yeah.
Same thing with the mall. Don't pack a snack and don't eat mall food while you're in the mall. Obviously you lost 100 pounds, exercise controls weight.
Absolutely.
And a lot of us, we calculate our body weight to our health, and a lot of the times it's because we're actually out of shape.
Yeah.
But once you get to a certain point in your, I think throughout the course of your journey, it doesn't even really matter anymore what your weight is. It's more about, what's your health like, what's your blood, your cholesterol like, what's your blood pressure like,
all that stuff.
if you were previously taking medications, or is your body in need of them? Because the majority of the time it isn't, and medications usually just mask pain. So
absolutely.
But
the first thing you want to do on that medication thing, if you get sick, you don't want to jump right for the Tylenol or the Advil.
For real.
And remember, a lot of people forget too that those things don't actually fight viruses.
They just mask pain.
So you wanna try to take care of that naturally,
but as naturally as you possibly can. And the reason a lot of us take medicine is because somebody gave it to us when we were kids.
Absolutely. With weight, it's huge at the start, and some people will get caught up on it. Some people get caught up on the scale, and I was one of them.
I was about to say, you lost a lot of weight, so obviously at that time it was stepping on the scale.
Absolutely. But after, like you said, after you get to a certain point, where you start putting on some muscle, you start feeling better. You got to just get out of that mindset and realize that it is more about how you feel and even how you look. Pictures are a better representation of your progress, I think, than weight is for sure. It is, because you can gain muscle and be losing fat and not lose a pound,
and how you feel. Really, I think is almost the first step toward it all.
It is.
Because you could be sitting at home feeling like crap, you know what I mean? And the thing that's so funny about human beings is we know what's bad and we know what's good, and we either choose to ignore it or we choose to do something about it. That's why, like Ryan's saying, he said, Monday finally came, because he said that for literally 3 years he would, binge eat on the weekend and then go, well, I'm just going to start on Monday. So I'm going to get myself garlic bread, a whole entire pizza, 2 salads, chicken wings, right? Binge it and start tomorrow. And never start tomorrow.
And we know, man, when we consume, whether it's food, whether it's thoughts, what somebody's ideologies that somebody's giving us, we understand what we're consuming. And we know if we're going to McDonald's and getting a Big Mac, that's not good for us.
We know that.
But it doesn't matter.
Exactly, because we tell ourselves, we talked about this yesterday. We create our own happiness. We create our own reality. If there's not enough, and you say there's not enough already. You're ruining the chance for there to be an abundance of anything just simply based on what your mindset is. It says exercise, and I know this firsthand, exercise combats health conditions and diseases. Worried about heart disease, hoping to prevent high blood pressure. No matter what your current weight, being active boosts high density lipoprotein. Or good cholesterols, and decreases unhealthy triglycerides. This 1-2 punch keeps your blood flowing smoothly, which decreases your risk of cardiovascular diseases. Now, in my family in particular, diabetes, it was killing us. Cancer, high blood pressure, heart attacks. These are all most of them are conditions of bad eating. And the cancers we were dying of in my family, historically, were from bad eating. I come from generations and generations of slaves, so they were eating really, really bad food and being fed terrible foods, and so that became something that was a lot more cultural than something that was like it was taught to us, and so that we just kept eating that way, and that was obviously inherently given to me. And then I was like, no, man, like I'm 13 years old and I'm already fat. This doesn't make any sense to me at all whatsoever. And the thing that's even funnier about that, especially when it talks about, you know, the disease, the high blood pressure and stuff like that, and the cholesterols, one thing that I really realized is that, you know, they have this new thing. It's called pre-diabetes testing, right? And it's pre-diabetes screening, and they're like 5 out of 10 people have pre-diabetes, but it's because 5 out of 10 people have terrible eating habits.
Yeah.
And the government can actually statistically gauge how many people are eating fast food, how many percentage of North Americans are overweight, and so they can predetermine that you have pre-diabetes based on you. I can predetermine if you have pre-diabetes by coming in and having a consultation with me. You tell me what your lifestyle is. I can tell you the chances of you actually having pre-diabetes. So that's to me, that's more of that's another one of those, you know, subtle kind of manipulative terms that kind of have you going in that direction of medication, because it allows you to still have terrible habits or the opposite of benefits, and live that way and get yourself ready to receive medication instead of actually changing your lifestyle.
And it's super important to be aware of those things, right? And go get your blood tested and see what your HDL or your good cholesterol levels are like, and your LDL or your bad cholesterol levels are like. See where you're at in your health, and if exercise can get you out of it. Now, the first thing the doctor's going to do is give you a pill.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that's the best form of combat for what you're going through, right?
The next part of this I really like. It says regular exercise helps prevent or manage a wide range of health problems and concerns, including stroke, metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, depression. When you live in our region, it's, I mean, this the Southern Ontario region and the Midwest in general is a really gray, cold, 8 months out of the year. The sun barely ever comes out. I mean, it's not Alaska, but it ain't California. You know what I mean?
It's flat.
It's boring. And you know what I mean? It's a hard hat and lunch pail mentality. You know, you really get stuck in a box. And so depression is something that, you know, just getting out and being with happy people and moving your body and getting your blood flowing and getting warm and, you know, being around, just inheriting that positive energy, it really, I know it combats it, because I could, without being clinically diagnosed with depression, I know that I wasn't the most confident person in the world, and I had bad thoughts constantly on replay in my mind, and they're a lot less now, which also decreases your risk of cardiovascular diseases. So I mean, if those aren't reason enough to start getting your benefits, because you're in control of your benefits, guys. This is not, the government doesn't control your ability to get healthy or not. They just make it easier to have access to terrible foods with terrible ingredients, and it's your choice of whether you're going to get hooked on, the way that they made these things taste and the way that they make you feel. But and then another thing about depression is the food can be directly linked to your depression.
It is. Absolutely.
You really got to be mindful of what you're taking in.
That's one of the most important benefits, in my opinion. And we've seen a lot of people come through here who have actually thrown out their antidepressants.
Well, I got a client down on the floor right now with the trainer who said, when I came in, my doctor was just about to put me on cholesterol medication. I asked her if she'd give me 2 months, a month. They're like, I'll come back. He came back in 6 weeks, no medication.
And
she said there was one more high blood pressure thing, and he was like, just give me another month, right? So he's going to give me that report later on today.
I had another client a couple weeks ago came in and told me that she was on antidepressants and a couple other medications for mental health problems. And she tossed them in the garbage. She didn't need them anymore. She's coming here every single morning. She works out. She feels great. You got to remember that these conditions it starts in your brain, right? So when you're working out and you're releasing good endorphins and your neurochemicals are firing and you're sending good signals to the brain and your brain is working more and better, you'll feel better, and you won't have certain thoughts that you might have coming in here.
I think it was Madison Dugan yesterday who said, like, she made a status and she was just like, I literally feel better now in the first month of 2018 than I probably have been feeling in my life. You know what I mean? And she's like, the gym family has become, she was like, I was hoping it would become a second family, and it has, and it's even better than I thought it was. And that's another thing about, I think one of the main things that I realized by getting into the gym and exercising and creating better habits and collecting my benefits was that there were so many supportive people that were, not is, how you get like the cliche, there's going to be meatheads and but there was far more nice people that were willing to accept me and help me and support me and lift me up and keep me going and high five me and make me feel just good. And a lot of the times the people that were hanging out ain't even doing that. You know what I mean? You get away from those people, get yourself into an environment where that's what's happening the majority of the time. And really it's just a building full of people that are all working on to becoming the best versions of themselves. And I remember when people used to ask me when I was working out really, really hard, and they were like, what are you training for? And I'd just be like, for life. I want my benefits package, right? So,
Yeah, man, it's a different community when you come into a gym. Surround yourself with good people, it feels good.
And that literally goes into our next point, which is exercise improves mood. So need an emotional lift or need to blow off some steam after a stressful day, a gym session or a 30-minute brisk walk can help. Physical activity stimulates various brain chemicals that may leave you feeling happier and more relaxed. You may feel better about your appearance and just about yourself in general when you exercise regularly, which can boost your confidence and also improve your self-esteem. Definitely. I don't know what you think about that.
That was huge, man. The biggest, probably the number one thing that I have gotten out of exercising and eating properly and the entire lifestyle is more confidence and self-esteem. Because that's huge, right? You can do, if you're confident, you can do anything. And if you're not confident,
you can't really do anything.
You can't do anything.
It's like literally the opposite of.
That's when you get depressed and when you get overweight and start eating emotionally and you can't control your mental and your spiritual health either. Because when you're not confident, you don't.
Because mental and spiritual health are aspects of health. So people don't realize that too. And when you're neglecting, I think, your physical health, you're naturally deflecting your spiritual health. And, and your mood, and then you come across as a mean, unapproachable person, and then you're even lonelier, and deep down inside you can't be honest with yourself. And I think it's a snowball effect in the opposite direction. And it's really, really the majority of the people that I talk to, they're honest with me, and I appreciate people for being honest with me, and I'm always honest with them, and a lot of it has to do with them honestly being depressed. And people don't understand, and I tell people this a lot of times, and I do a lot of sits every day, and I think a lot of the time I end up telling people, like, listen, man, if you have spent the last 10 years doing this to yourself, you've done it slowly but surely. So give yourself, first of all, enough credit in the beginning just for making the decision to go in the opposite direction, and don't let that be such a short celebrated victory. Celebrate that every day. Every day you decide to go in the gym, take a selfie, make a post, gym time, cardio. I do that all the time. Majority of the time it's for myself. I end up motivating other people because they're like, wow, he's doing it again. But the reality of it is I'm doing it for myself, and I really don't. I'm so much more confident than I ever was, so I don't care what anybody thinks about what I'm doing. You're doing it for yourself. And when you do it for yourself, that's when you're doing it, I think, for the right reason.
You need to do it for yourself. You can't. If you do it for any other reason, you're not going to stick to it as long as you should. When you're doing it for yourself, you've got your own well-being in mind, and you're being selfish. For once, people have this thing about being selfish. They don't want to be selfish and upset anyone else or offend anyone, but sometimes you need to be, right?
And you're taken away from your own life by not being selfish. Who's to say that being selfish isn't a good thing? I think that some of the most successful people in the world are selfish people, and I'm not saying that they're not charitable givers. I'm not saying that they're not, out there in the community helping children and helping their churches. I'm saying that they know that in order to help people the way that they know that they really want to truly help people, that they have to help themselves first. In order to live the happiest, most giving lifestyle. You're gonna have to be healthy. What do you got over there?
Well, one of the big ones that I got was boost brain power. Okay, so it helps you.
We need our generation needs a huge boost in brain power, man. And just ability to make their own decisions.
When everything starts flowing, you're taking your vitamins, you're working out, you're eating properly, you get good fats going in your brain. You start thinking better, you start feeling better, but you think more clearly. You got less brain fog. A lot of people suffer from brain fog, especially in the morning. Exercise is huge to combat that. You can can study better.
Yep.
They've actually done a research study, and I believe it was at Cambridge, but I'm not positive where the school was. But they put 20 students or 40 students, 20 in a room, 20 in each room.
Yep.
They had them both take the exact same exam.
Yep.
And they put sensors on to track their brain activity, right?
Okay.
So half of the students worked out for 30 minutes before the exam.
Okay.
The other half didn't.
Okay.
The students that worked out before the exam got better marks and had higher brain activity than the students that didn't work out.
Because I feel like, what you talked about on brain fog, I talk to a lot of people, man. They're like, yo, when 3 o'clock hits, I'm just like, right? And I notice a lot of people, they have this natural cloudiness throughout the course of the day, and brain activity would help society just in general, because I think we're so numbed down by watching what we're watching and listening to what we're listening to and going through that same daily coffee, muffin, desk, lunch break, fast food, desk, lunch break, fast food, pizza, dinner, TV shows, bed.
Yeah.
So, like, if you just think about that cycle that I just named,
you're a zombie.
You're literally running on a zombie program.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing that's funny about, and just a little side note, like I used to watch shows like The Walking Dead, right? And I would never watch the whole season, but people are like, I'm binge watching Walking Dead, you gotta see season 5, whatever. So like I watched like 2 or 3 episodes and I was like, damn, this show is basically about human beings being mindless and having to defend themselves from the mindless human behavior.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
And we're killing ourselves.
That's amazing, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
so
we're
true.
feeding on ourselves. It's crazy to me, and it's kind of sad. But I'm sure that with shows like The Sauce and letting people be get away from being scared of success, understanding that's going to be a little bit tougher, and giving you guys a little bit of action tools to be successful. That's huge. Yeah. So give us a call, 519-991-3. I was going to give my number, 519-300-4031. And you almost got my number, 519-300-4031. Call us up. Let us know what some of the benefits that you want to start collecting. Yeah. Remember, we got the $9.99 membership.
Yep, we have the 28-day challenge right now too.
Yeah.
So come down, check the gym out. Shoot us a message, man. Message the page.
We got an open house coming up too.
We do, yeah. Next Thursday, the 26th.
Yep.
Yep.
It's 26 or the 25th.
I think it might be it's the 20 something.
Yeah, so it's 2 Thursdays from now.
Yeah,
on the 25th.
25th.
Yeah, so come check out the gym for absolutely free. Invite your friends. Let them come check out the gym for absolutely free. We got a whole bunch of amazing new Flex Fuel supplements coming in. You don't have to try them, but I do every single day, and I love them. We got new flavors of BCAAs. I think it's like watermelon.
We got watermelon and grape. I think we've got some new protein. We've got strawberry, banana,
chocolate peanut butter.
Chocolate peanut butter.
Oh my god!
We've got some peach mango BCAAs.
Yep, I can't wait to try all that stuff. Take one of everything.
Yeah, so I still love that fruit punch though. The fruit punch.
Yeah, no, I do, and I still love chocolate. I still love basic old chocolate. It is what it is.
But yeah, come down on the 26th, guys. Check it out. If you're impatient and you don't want to wait, it's $10. So instead of stopping at the drive-thru on the way to work, come to the gym afterwards.
Exactly.
And pay for your month membership.
Yep.
You'll get a free fitness consultation as well, so we'll sit down, take you through a personal training session.
Yep.
Go through a little bit of a workout and kind of show you around the gym.
And I'm trying to get, I'm gonna get some tickets out to we got an accountability tomorrow for the 28-day challengers. Yeah. We'll give out some tickets for the people that are already in the 28-day challengers. So if you guys got friends out there that are already in the 28-day challenge, know that they got a ticket that they can give away to a friend to come for free. So
if they're not giving it to you,
you're not their friend. So the next point I got on my list is exercise boosts energy. A lot of the times I hear people that come in, they're like, I work this desk job, dude. By the time I get home, I don't even want to talk. I just want to go to bed. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're winded by grocery shopping or household chores, regular physical activity can improve your muscle strength and boost your endurance. Exercise delivers oxygen and nutrients to your tissues and helps your cardiovascular system work more efficiently. And when your heart and lung health both improve, you have the energy to tackle the majority of your chores throughout the course of the day. And a lot of chores can also be mental. You know what I mean? Like just knowing you have to go to the bank, pick up your kids from school, then get dinner ready, and and then do everything that you have to do at work on a regular basis, that is mental exhaustion.
Yeah, it is.
You need energy for the things that you do mentally throughout the course of the day, and you need physical energy, and then you need mood energy, because you don't want to go home and be mean to your husband or be mean to your wife because your day was shit, and then you don't want to go pick up your kids and be sour and be not even talkative to them and asking them about how their day was because you have no energy because your day was shit and you didn't do anything to combat the negative energy that you're taking in throughout the course of the day. And then you don't want to be able to go. You don't want to go home and be non-productive, not have any energy to actually finish the laundry, finish the dishes, take them out of the dishwasher, you know what I mean? Do everything. I was going to say take them out of the dishwasher and dry them because my dishwasher sucks. And I still have to dry my dishes even when I take them out. I need a dishwasher. I need a dish dryer. Maybe they should make an invention called a dish dryer. Anyway, somebody out there do that. But so yeah, it's really, really important to get your energy level on a sustained basis.
And you know what? It's super important too to be mindful of the atmosphere of the gym that you're going to. But because you're going to the gym doesn't mean that you're going to feel better. If you're I've walked into gyms where it's depressing and angry. And you take in the energy, and when you leave, you're just pissed off.
People are mad. People are already mad. So you don't want to be in a gym that has that environment where people are just kind of naturally already mad.
Or where like it smells bad. Or
it's not being well taken care of.
And
you can just see the neglect happening, and then like I said, everything is energy. You really want to guard your energy and make sure that you know what's going on. So this is a big one. My buddy Ryan was like, dude, my sleep is crap, right? He said, for the last maybe entire year, he would just be tossing and turning. Go for sleep for 2 hours, wake up for an hour, go sleep for another 2, wake up. By the time he was up again, he had to go to work. So energy promotes better sleep. Struggling to snooze, regular physical activity can help you fall asleep faster. Actually, you can ask our front desk admin, Becky. She was like, listen, dude, I have to take 3 p.m., 2:30 naps because I wake up early. I'm really using that energy. I'm exercising and I'm tired. I'm sleepy. But when you get good sleep and you can actually fall asleep, that's a great thing. So it allows you to fall asleep faster and deep in your sleep. So just don't exercise too close to bedtime because you might be too energized to hit the hay, which is also, that's true for me because my workout's a little bit later at night now. So like if I take some pre-workout too late in the day, I'm just sitting in bed kind of thinking, looking at the ceiling, wondering what else I can do. I just get up and write. But it's definitely when you haven't been active for, let's just say, the cycle of about a year, or maybe 2 or 3 or maybe 5 or 10, wherever you're starting from. When you start working out, you're going to be tired. And then another thing is, you're gonna feel a little bit of discomfort and a little bit of soreness, but that's just you growing, man. I feel like there's growing pains of everything. When you watch that caterpillar to the butterfly process in a time lapse, it looks painful. The whole thing from the cocooning, the only thing that looks okay is the sleep that he's having before it turns into the butterfly. And then when they bust out as the butterfly, it looks even more painful. So just what you see visually of becoming a caterpillar to a butterfly, a caterpillar is sluggish, it's slow, it eats slow, it doesn't get from point A to point B. It's not a pretty thing. It's then all of a sudden, boom, it's a butterfly. Well, it seems like all of a sudden, boom, it's a butterfly, but it's actually a crazy process. And then it's a butterfly. It's gorgeous. It floats. It's kind of majestic. It moves in a much more desirable pattern. Like it's that is the process. That's what the gym process actually it is.
And you know what? When people think sleep, they think you have a long day, you're tired, you go to bed. But what sleep really is the beginning.
It really
sleep is the start. Sleep is, you start with sleep, and sleep prepares you to take on the day. And then once you finish your day, you sleep again so that you can take on the next day. You're not taking on the day and then sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. It goes one thing ahead of time. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think a lot of the things that we have that way are reversed. Like just in our lives in general, like eating, like living to eat or eating to live.
They are.
You know what I mean? So we don't, we confuse a lot of the things that our ancestors actually gave us the information to do. They left us the information, and probably a really intelligent group of evil geniuses were like, we can probably take this and control it.
Make some money off of it.
And control everything, right? So Exercise puts the spark back into your sex life, okay? So,
that's huge.
do you feel too tight or out of shape to even enjoy physical intimacy? Like, listen, if you're not looking good and you're not feeling good about the way you're looking, you're probably, you know what I mean? Listen, some people are going to do whatever they want to do regardless of their physical condition.
Yeah,
but a lot of people fall victim to this. Regular physical activity can improve energy levels and physical appearance, which will boost your sex life. It'll literally naturally boost your sex life. Like if you're a more attractive person, there's a strong possibility you have more sex.
You have more sex.
But there's even more to it than that. Regular physical activity may enhance arousal. Wow, so I didn't even know this, but maybe I did. Arousal for women and men who exercise regularly are less likely to have problems with erectile dysfunction than men who don't exercise at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
And if you don't exercise, men, and you just eat cancer meat, you know what I mean?
Well, when your diet is creating maybe thickness in your blood, you're not getting as good of a blood flow. It's not flowing. You're not gonna get it up.
Yeah,
you should, right?
Exactly.
Straight up, man.
No, seriously. And then also the nervousness factor. Like, if you're not confident, right?
If you're not confident, you're shutting the lights off before you're getting into bed. You're keeping your shirt on under the covers and walking to the bathroom with a towel. Man, it's
all that. All that is true, man, and that's gonna probably make it even worse for the erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, it is.
You're like, you're with this chick, she's hot, you're not, you're nervous, your blood's flowing everywhere else except for where it should be.
Yeah.
And you would probably wish you exercised a little bit more before that. Not to mention probably the performance factor as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. If you don't have the stamina, if you can't keep up.
Yeah, if you can't keep up, you can't keep up.
Yeah, that's it.
You really only get one chance to make a first impression. So if you didn't get that call back, hit the gym. You know what I mean? Like, and it kind of just is what it is. It's not even like to be douchey or anything like that. But like, you like the cars that you like before you've even driven them, based on what they do for you visually. You like the clothes you like before you've ever even tried them on, based on what they stimulate for you visually. The majority of everything you like or buy or purchase or promote or participate in your whole entire life, you liked something about what it stimulated in your mind visually. You watch football, dudes are getting killed, upended. For hockey, dudes are getting checked into the boards, but that's what you want to play. It's something that visually stimulated you, and you thought, man, maybe this is something that I want to participate in. And when you participate in it, that activity of doing it is what kept you there. So physical activity is huge in improving your sex life and just your appearance and your attractiveness and your ability. You're not going to go on dates if you're not confident.
No, and just getting back to the natural, guys, we're sexual beings. Humans are very sexual beings.
Yes,
right?
they are. How would we be? Exactly. How would there be this many humans now if we weren't?
Yeah, it's very natural. And when you're working out in the gym, you're lifting heavy weight, you're boosting your tests, you're excreting.
You're sweating.
You're sweating. You're letting out endorphins. You're in your natural state. That's hot, man.
Deodorant and shit. I mean, it's good to not smell the worst, but the endorphins and the pheromones that you get up, like even during sexual activity, there's sweat happening. Well, if you're doing it right anyway. So there's
you release the same endorphins during exercise you do during sex,
and that's why I love exercise.
Even Arnold said it, man. A pump is like busting a nut.
Yeah, it is. No, seriously. Listen. I love exercise, okay? So that should tell you everything that you need to know. And I am cranky when I don't have exercise. So that should tell you everything else you need to know. It is literally, people don't, listen, people look at, this is one, I think, a problem that a lot of human beings have. They go, man, look at The Rock. He's amazing. I wish I could be like him. You are him. You have the exact same everything else that he has. You can do everything that he does. You can have your own version of the Dwayne Rock Johnson life. Whatever you like. I don't care if it's Leonardo DiCaprio, Angelina Jolie, whatever. You don't have to be that person in particular. You are you for a reason, but you can live the most abundant, fulfilling life just by putting into it. The gym is just like filling premium fuel into your luxury vehicle, being yourself. So you need to You know, if you want to live that best life, you want to go on dates. You know, a lot of the time, you know, I get people to open up to me. And like, man, I just didn't feel attractive. Like, I just haven't been on any dates. I just haven't done this for the last 2 years. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't even know. I used to be able to relate to that, but it's been so long, I can't. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't imagine human beings going throughout the course of life, just living every day going, man, I just wish I was more confident, but not doing anything. Like Ryan said, sometimes Monday never comes. Start today, guys. Just start today. Like, and that's why when, you know, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, but that's why you need a personal trainer. Yeah. Because you need somebody to be like, are you here? Did you eat it? Grade your week. How did you do? What could you do better? Where are your weaknesses? If you don't give that 100%, you can't get somebody to give that 100% to you. Start off with somebody that's already got that 100% available to give to you so that they can build that up. Then you can reciprocate that. You get it. It's a great relationship, man. Yeah. It's a really good thing. You know, books are cool. But to have somebody that has the experience of the knowledge from the book already to profess to you is even better.
We'll get into that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow. So $9.99. We got that introduction membership. There was a guy that commented on one of the statuses. He said, well, what do you pay afterwards? I put a link into that post. So you can click on that post. And it'll give you all of the actual membership prices. I'll go in here and throw that link in here as well. So basically it says the bottom line on exercise is exercise and physical activity are a great way to feel better, boost your health, have fun. Listen, man, listen, in the beginning, yes, it's a little bit of a struggle. For me, it really wasn't, based on the fact that I was so determined to be confident, have great sex, you know what I mean? Not have blood disease and die early, you know what I mean? Be able to run up a set of stairs, be able to tie my shoes. One of my biggest milestones was actually being able to put my foot up onto the end of my bed and tie my shoe. I couldn't put my foot up. Like, another one of them was, I remember one day my shoe was untied, I just lifted my foot and tied my shoe. That was another major milestone for me. Like, huge, man. Being able to just lift my foot, hold it up, balance on the opposite foot, and tie my shoe was like absolutely amazing.
But walking up the stairs without getting winded, that was huge.
Dude, I just put on 10, 15 pounds. I was walking up the stairs 2 weeks ago feeling winded, and now I'm doing it again and feeling better. So that's another thing. Challenge yourself, guys. It says aim for at least 150 minutes of exercise per week. I think that breaks down to about 30 minutes per day of moderate intensity exercise, or 75 minutes per week of vigorous exercise. Try to engage in a combination of vigorous and moderate aerobic exercises, such as running, walking, swimming. Squeeze in strength training at least twice a week in the beginning by lifting free weights, using weight machines, or doing body-weighted exercise. Space out your activities throughout the course of the week. If you want to lose weight, meet more specific fitness goals, you may need to ramp up your exercise efforts a little bit. Remember to check with your doctor before starting any new exercise program, especially if you haven't exercised for a long time or never in your whole entire life except for gym class. Have chronic, or if you have chronic health problems such as heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, or things like that run in your family. But other than that, those are some of the some of the 7 to 10 health benefits that you might not be receiving because you're not getting your benefits. Now, do you have any over there?
Yeah, I mean, we already touched on all the big ones, right? And most of the important stuff.
How much time do we got left?
We got about 10 minutes.
Okay, so I want to take you the benefits that you're missing from specifically your diet. Okay, because there's a few things that your diet, there's a few benefits. There's a benefits package that you're not receiving because you're eating cheeseburgers every single day, or you're missing meals, you're skipping meals, you're tired, you're fatigued throughout the course of the day, you're hangry. Okay, so one of the first things is less stress. Okay, so just by eating healthier, it literally says omega-3 fatty acids protect against spikes in stress hormones such as cortisol. We talked about this the other day. Vitamin C has shown to reduce these hormones while protecting the immune system. Magnesium, found in nuts and spinach, which spinach is I got a problem with spinach right now, helps to keep stress at manageable levels. Black tea has shown to reduce cortisol after stressful events, making it easier for you to recover. And I'll have a tea at night sometimes and just feel automatically distressed. No matter how much stupid stuff I had to deal with.
Green tea for me. Vanilla chai tea is really good for de-stressing and just chilling out. Taking off the load from the day. Another really good health benefit of eating better is skincare, right? Your skin freaking glows, man, when you start eating whole foods and less processed stuff, less burgers or fast food burgers and stuff like that.
And the thing about it is, if you want to eat burgers, make them at home. Like, there's a totally different way to eat the things that you desire in a way that won't, be as bad for you. Rosemary, like, I don't know, she's 70-something years old. She's got to win, member of the year. Yeah. And she gets a trophy and everything. But she's 70-plus years old. Listen, she looks like she's 40. She has the attitude of a guru teenager, which means that she's like really, really positive but she's young still at heart. Like, you know what I mean? It's like she's lived enough life to know what problems you're gonna face and to not let them bother her. But she still comes into the gym pretty much every single day. Yeah. And when she's not here, I'm like, where's Rosemary? You know what I mean? And she's pretty much goals for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I look at Rosemary like goals, like 70 plus, looking great, still taking care of herself. She does not lie, dude. She's like, I love looking good, and I love being able to move around, and I love driving. Listen, she's the only person you'll see that comes in still. If she misses 2 days when it's 19 below, you're still kind of like, wow, you know what I mean? Because she makes it in through all the elements. I'm proud of her. So shout out to Rosemary. But
she's doing fantastic.
And fewer wrinkles and stuff like that, like you were saying with the skincare. Yeah, her skin is freaking amazing.
Yeah, when you're not getting the antioxidants in your diet, it literally breaks down the cells in your skin, especially in your face and stuff like that. Yeah. Working out, even if it's not super intense, will produce those antioxidants, and taking in like more fruits, more vegetables and stuff like that. All that helps with repairing the cells.
Last night when I took my son out for dinner, I ate all my vegetables first. Yeah. And the lady came by and she was like, wow, like you ate all your vegetables before you ate your main. I was like, yeah, I do that every time. By habit. And it's like, before it was a habit that I was developing just to make sure that I was eating my vegetables because it wasn't really the best thing to me. Now I actually like my vegetables and I want to make sure that I get them all in and don't fill myself up with anything else first. So yeah, it's a really, I'm in love with the benefits that I've received from adapting and adapting to a healthier, more, a life that's not paid attention to is not a life worth living. No. So people are like, oh man, but every day you gotta look at what you eat, you gotta weigh this, you gotta work, Dog, I wanna know. Yeah. I wanna know how much of everything I'm eating. I wanna pay attention to everything that I'm doing. I wanna pay attention to the research I'm doing. I wanna pay attention to what I'm reading. I wanna pay attention to the music that I'm listening to and make sure I'm not listening to too much of the bad stuff so that I'm starting to, get in that algorithmic kind of, pattern. Yep. So I love it, man. I mean,
the only reason you don't want to know is because you know that you're doing something wrong.
That's the truth, man. The only reason you don't really want to know is because you already do know. That is absolutely insane. Human beings are crazy. $9.99 first month, January 31st, that ends. You pick the membership that you want after your 30th day or you cancel. Absolutely no contract involved. Yep. Couldn't have been better, man. No key tag fee, no enrollment. You're saving yourself like $70, $80 on enrollment in general. So we did this for people. This was not for us. We are not benefiting by doing this at all whatsoever. But people will benefit, and guess what? We'll get a totally different payment by doing this. Because it's a fulfilling thing to do to help people, and all payments aren't monetary. So.
Brenda James wants to know if her body will eventually get used to all the extra water intake, or if she'll have to go to the bathroom a million times a day for the rest of her life.
So I've been going to the bathroom. I've been taking in a lot of water, and I've been going to the bathroom less and less. Yeah. But Brenda, it is water. Yeah. So no matter what, if it's going in, it has to come out.
You want to go to the bathroom.
I love going to the bathroom. It's weird. That was the weirdest thing I said this week, and I say a lot of weird stuff.
But you need to understand that you're not just peeing just to pee. You're peeing because you're ridding your body of toxins. You're getting things out of your body that aren't supposed to be in there. Especially when you're drinking a lot of water and you're doing the right things.
I almost spit my water out on that one, but you're not peeing just to pee. It's an actual function. You know what I mean? And dogs love peeing. Like, they do. Dogs literally just pee so you know that they were there. Like, so
my dog pees everywhere in my room.
I had to put a baby gate in for my dog, man, because he was literally, I caught him yesterday lifting his leg and just peeing on the corner of my table. Like, dude, this isn't a tree. You're not just going to be peeing on the corner of my table, buddy. Gosh. And he knows all of the things to tell me that he has to pee, but he still wants to pee on the corner of that but he's been taking in a lot of water too. He does what I do. So.
That's like an alpha male thing too.
Yeah, it is. It's like, dude, this is my table.
He's the boss.
Yeah. So no, I'm telling him I'm the boss. Baby gate, buddy. Yeah. So. Listen, guys, we got the 28-day challenge. Brenda wants to join that too, right?
Yeah, she does.
So that's the enrollment ends January 26th or before it sells out, which is looking like it's probably going to sell out again.
Yeah, we're getting close actually.
Yeah, so we got a lot of enrollments just over this last week.
Yeah.
$9.99 for your first month gym membership. Go through the Flex Fitness page. Click that YouTube link as well.
Yeah.
Once we get to that 200 subscribers, we're only going to be going live on YouTube. Make sure you turn on your notifications. That way, when we go live on YouTube, you'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
You can also get the reruns of the Soft Scared to Success series episodes on Flex TV, which is FLEXXX TV, or you can just click on that link and go there, automatically subscribe. Guys, share some of the content with your friends, people that you know that can get something out of this, people that you know need to get a little bit healthier. If you're somebody that's healthy already and you watch this stuff because you relate to it and you understand what it's like to get yourself a good program. I'm really good at what I do, and I don't even have to say I'm not. Like, I'm confident enough to actually say that. You're really good at what you do. Programming, assessments, movements. Can't wait to go do the DTS training next month. That's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to have you stretching me literally all the time. I can't wait for that. So I like what we're doing. I hope you guys like what we're doing, and we're going to keep on giving you guys everything.
Yeah, and if you're a coach or a trainer, give us a call. Let us know some of your benefits. What you've gotten so far. Derek says, I know we got a couple on. We got Wayne Chambers on here, Dan Lebrecq, who's with Next Level Fitness. So give us a call, guys. 519-300-4031. We want to hear from everybody.
Yeah, and if you guys, those trainers out there, you know what I mean. You guys want to increase that revenue, you know what I mean. Be able to better serve your clients. Give us a call. We'll share some of the information. We got programs coming up, trainings coming up, success trainings coming up. If you're scared of success, we can get you unscared, right? So hit us up.
Guys, so make sure you hit that link in the description. We're almost at 200 subscribers actually.
Really?
We're getting close. So as soon as you do that, everybody in that list is going to be put into a draw.
And that's the success package. Only 200 subscribers are going to be in that list, and that package is amazing.
And that's it. That's going to be a really good package. Come check out the gym. $10 for the month. We've pretty much touched on not all of them. There's a lot of really good benefits that come from healthy eating and exercise.
A lot, so many that
and
you
it's
can't
going to be different for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So you got to figure out what happens to your body and what works for you, right?
And get ready for some of our shorter videos. That'll be on Flex TV as well for the people that don't have the time to watch us live all the time. We're gonna make it some 10-minute videos, some 5-minute videos, just to get you motivated to get into your work week
and break down some of these topics we're talking about, because we talk about a lot of good stuff like.
And guys, when we're on and you go to Flex TV, grab yourself a little notebook, you know what I mean, and start jotting down something. Listen, man, I write all the time. I will never be one of those people that get caught up in this new wave of I only use my cell phone. Like I write stuff down every day, and somehow that stuff becomes true stuff. So write that stuff down. There's something majestic about it, guys.
All right, guys, don't get lost in the sauce.
Because the whole entire world is. I literally almost spit my water out when you said